Hello everyone, Skits here, and welcome to the top 10 Fallout 4 mods that came out in 2015. Now, even though Fallout 4 has been out only for 2 months, there was still a great amount of mods that came out. Now, even though I tried to pick out the best mods, I'm sure I still missed quite a few of them, so if I missed any of your favorite ones, make sure you let me know down in the comments. And now let's get to it. Starting off at place number 10, we have Crafting Workbenches by drdanzel. Now, in vanilla game you are only able to craft weapon and armor modifications, but not the weapons and armors themselves. This mod fixes that by adding 4 new workbenches that allow you to create weapons, armors, miscellaneous items, clothing and ammunition. I think that my favorite feature about these workbenches is that all of the weapons and armors and any other items are divided into categories. Instead of just dumping all of the items into each workbench, my author decided to create a different category for each type of weapon or armor. For example, if you want to craft a specific pistol, you can find it under a pistol category. Or if you want to craft raider armor, you can also find it in its own category at armor workbench. Personally, I think this feature makes it a lot easier to orientate around the workbench, and thanks to it I had no problems finding a specific item that I wanted to craft. Since Bethesda didn't allow us to craft weapons and armors, I think this mod is an essential for you to have in your game, because let's be honest, I think that every one of us wanted to craft at least one of these cool weapons or armors or any other miscellaneous items that I found in the game, and thanks to this mod it is possible. Next up we have Vivid Fallout Landscapes by Hein84. Now, this mod is basically an overhaul of landscape in Fallout 4. Now, as you may have noticed, textures in Fallout 4 are not the greatest ones I saw, and I think that they definitely deserve an improvement. As you can see on comparison shots, landscape now looks a lot better, new textures make it a lot more detailed, and they are also of a higher quality than vanilla textures, and I also kind of felt like they give a bit of depth to the landscape itself, and that the landscape is not so plain like it used to be. Now, one thing I also noticed when I tested this mod on my laptop is that it doesn't lower my performance. Textures in vanilla game are not well optimized, and just on overall Fallout 4 doesn't have a good optimization, but on the other hand these textures give me a very good performance. I didn't notice any FPS drop, while landscape itself looked a lot better. Now, on the mod page you can find 4 versions of this mod. There are 1K, 2K and 4K textures available, and you can also download the version that will give you a best performance while still looking very good. And that's all I wanted to say about this mod. Like I said, it is a great landscape overhaul, and I think you should also check out some of the other work from this mod author. Coming up next we have Enhanced Blood Textures by dDefinder. Now, I think that most of you are already familiar with this mod thanks to Fallout New Vegas or Skyrim, since it was one of the most popular mods for both of these games. Now, for those of you that don't know it, Enhanced Blood Textures, just like its name says, enhances blood. Now, what this mod improves most is quantity and quality of the blood. Now, as you may have noticed in vanilla game, whenever you are in a fight, there isn't much blood coming out of the enemies. Now, you can mainly notice this on the ground textures, where there is rarely any blood splattered around. Now, this mod however changes that, and whenever you are in a fight, there is literally blood everywhere. It is coming out of your enemies, it gets splattered on the ground, and its quality is also improved. Now, as you can see, these new textures for blood look really amazing, and the blood is a lot more detailed now. Now, another one of features is that there is also blood coming out of you, and you actually get blood splatters on your screen, which make it a bit harder to see, and I personally find that realistic, because if you're in a fight, there's definitely going to be blood on you as well. So yeah, one of the most essential mods for Fallout 4, and if you're looking for a good blood mod, then I would definitely recommend this one. Coming up at place number 7, we have Full Dialogue Interface by Cirosan and Shadwar. Now, I personally never had any problems with voice protagonist in Fallout 4, but the thing that bothered me a lot is the new dialogue system. I mean, most of the time you have no idea what your character is about to say, since there are no full sentences in dialogue wheel, and you can only guess what your character will actually say. Now, this mod fixes that by showing you full answers of what your character is about to say. Personally, another one of essential mods for me. I mean, thanks to this I finally know what my character is going to say, mainly on sarcastic option, because that was the most difficult one to figure out, and that of course applies to other sentences as well. Now, another thing that this mod changes is the dialogue wheel itself. Now, of course you can keep the old dialogue wheel, but if you do not like it, you can choose a different type of dialogue interface. There are quite a few available. I personally use one that makes dialogue look like it did in previous Fallout games, mainly Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas. Like I said, one of the most essential mods for me. It fixes, I think, probably the biggest mistake that Bethesda did in their newest Fallout, and I think you should definitely download it. Now, the next 3 mods I chose are pretty similar to each other, All of them are basically a crafting overhauls that add tons of new items into the game, and it was really hard for me to choose which one of them was the best. And so the next 3 mods are almost equally good, but there were a few personal reasons why I decided to put one above other. So coming up at place number 7, we have Homemaker Expanded Settlements by NovaCoru. Like I just mentioned, this mod is a crafting overhaul that adds over 800 new items for you to craft. Now of course I'm not going to name each one of them, and I'm going to only give you a few examples. You can find new farmable crops, new institute build set, tons of new decorative objects ranging from cars to trees to even coffee machines. Then you can find Covenant concrete walls here, and also some Brotherhood of Steel stuff, for example their barriers or their vertibird landing platforms, and just tons and tons of other miscellaneous items. Now personally the biggest advantage of Homemaker for me is that it is great, just like its name says, for making actual homes. What I mainly liked in this mod are the interior decorations like lamps, lights and other various items that make your home look a lot better. And there is really not much to say about this mod. I mean, I think it is best to test it out in the game for yourself, and I would definitely recommend it. Next up is Alternate Settlements by Stuyk, yet another crafting mod that adds over 700 new items. Some of these items are new wallpapers, carpets, ceiling wallpapers, wood framings, additional walls, some new flags, exterior decorations along with some interior ones, new floors, roofs and a lot of other stuff. And now my main reason for putting Alternate Settlements above Homemaker is that unlike Homemaker that basically decorates your home, Alternate Settlements helps you actually build the home itself. I mean, like I said, there are tons of new roofs and floors that are available, and there are also some other exterior items that help you build your home that I did not really test out because I actually didn't know how to use them. Another thing I also like about this mod are the new flags and other decorations. I think that some of them are custom and were created by Mater himself. For example, the cat pictures or some other different flags that I'm sure weren't in vanilla game, like the Caesar's Legion's flag or the Great Khan's flag. And yeah, definitely a great mod. Like I said, tons and tons of mainly home decorations that will allow you to create some really nice looking cool custom houses along with some new custom decorations. And if you're looking for a great crafting mod, then this mod is definitely for you. And now coming up at place number 4, we have Settlement Supplies Expanded by Irving. Now initially I did not recommend this mod, mainly because it was built using a not so safe script that could possibly corrupt your save game, but Irving managed to rewrite it by using Fallout 4 edit that is completely safe, or at least it did not cause any troubles for me. Now just like the previous 2 mods, this mod is again a crafting overhaul that adds lots of new items. Currently there are 73 new furniture items, 66 doors, 4 miscellaneous interactive objects, 243 static objects, and 1 alternate power armor rack. Now my main reason for putting this mod above the previous 2 is that it allows you to create some really crazy items. I mean, as you can see, I managed to craft my own vertibird and my own tank, or even my own bus thanks to this mod. I mean, I know this is not really realistic and I don't think you would be able to craft a bus just out of nowhere, but I really do enjoy crafting items like this. I mean, they allow you to create great atmosphere in your settlement. For example, just imagine making a tank, barricade, or creating an airport full of vertibirds. I mean, this mod even allows you to build trees and rocks, so you can, for example, turn sanctuary into forest. And really any crazy idea you have is possible with this mod. Now, like I mentioned in the beginning, all of these 3 crafting mods are amazing, but I personally enjoyed SSEx most. And if you have some crazy ideas and you want to build a settlement full of buses where people will live, then feel free to do so, because this mod allows you to do just that, and I would definitely recommend it. And now let's move on to the top 3. At place number 3 we have Armorsmith Extended by Gambit77. Now this mod actually does a lot of things. Now first of all, my favorite feature allows you to wear armor pieces on any type of clothing. As you know, in vanilla game, whenever you tried to wear a suit, all of your other armor pieces were unequipped, and therefore if you wanted to wear that cool looking suit that you just found, you basically had to lose all your protection. Now this mod however changes that, so like I said, if you want to wear a suit and some armor pieces on it, it is now easy to do so. Another change similar to this was also done to the headgear. Now you're actually able to wear different types of headgears with each other. So for example, you are able to wear sunglasses along with feature bandana, and you can also put hat on. Now in vanilla game this was of course not possible, and you were only able to wear one type of headgear. Another feature is that every armor, every hat and helmet can now have ballistic weave armor added to it. Now you are actually able to add mods to the clothing items you could not before. So if you really enjoy a certain type of clothing and you want to wear it forever, but it couldn't give you much of protection before, now you are able to change it and craft some additional protection to it. Now since I reviewed this mod last time, there were quite a few changes added to this mod. Now this mod added tons of new outfits, headgears, gloves and custom armors that can be crafted from new custom Armorsmith workbench. Now other than that, author also made this mod compatible with tons of other armor mods that are now able to be crafted thanks to this custom workbench. And I think this is the basic outline of this mod. So yeah, a great mod, and I think that you should go ahead and check it out. Place number 2 goes to Robot Home Defense by TheTalkieToaster. Now this mod, just like its name suggests, allows you to create robots. Now when you go to the workshop menu and go under the robots category, you can find tons and tons of new robots that you can craft in your settlement that will help you to defend it. You are able to craft all types of protectrons, sentry bots, assaultrons, and also Mr. Gutsies. Now if you want to craft them, you have to have a certain level of robotics expert perk that basically allows you to control robots, and of course you also have to have supplies required for each one of them. Now all of these bots produce a defense bonus, and some of them also have other different bonuses like increase of happiness or ability to scavenge for supplies. Now when you craft them, these robots will start to patrol around your settlement. They actually act as a crafting items, so you are able to move them and even scrap them if you feel like. Now another one of features is that you can actually make these robots your companions. Now like I said, if you have high enough level in robotics expert skill, you are able to hire these robots to follow you around. Now when you hire them, they act like a usual companion, so you can trade items with them, make them wait you can even dismiss them, and they will of course engage enemies in combat. Now other than that, you can also build a path for your protectrons, and you can also build a wrench that will allow you to heal and repair your robots while they are out in field. Now my main reason for putting this mod all the way at place number 2 is that I love the idea of robots defending your home. Another thing I also like is how well this mod is actually made. I mean, there are no bugs or any problems with it, and it just blends in vanilla game perfectly. So if you just like me love big robots that will either protect you or follow you around, then this mod is definitely for you. And now finally, at place number 1, we have True Storms Wasteland Edition by fadingsignal. Now this mod is a complete overhaul to the storms system in Fallout 4. It includes new unique weathers, sound effects, particle effects, new textures, fogs, dust storms, hazardous radiation rains, and a lot more. Now True Storms is one of those mods that you did not know you needed until you actually installed it. New storms that this mod produces are something really amazing. I mean, especially the new sound and particle effects will make you feel like you're in the middle of a thunderstorm. Now thanks to the new modifications, the storms actually last longer and there is a higher chance of them occurring. Now as we all know, in Fallout 4 there are a few types of storms, and this mod reworks each one of them. We have new effects for radiation storms, for sandstorms. We also have some new crazy fog effects. It actually make fog look like a real fog, and it was hard to orientate around in it, and I could only see a few feet ahead of me. Now same also applies to sandstorms. When I was in the middle of one, it was again hard to know where I was actually, and when I did not use the HUD, I couldn't even recognize when enemies tried to jump me. And I personally think this is a really great immersive effect that this mod creates. Now my main reason for putting this mod on place number 1 is that it expands and adds tons of new things to the weather in Fallout 4. I mean, even the vanilla weather was very dynamic and you could see tons of different weathers occur in Wasteland, but this mod just enhances each one of them and makes them a lot better. The thunderstorms, the radiation storms and other various types of weathers is something that gives great atmosphere to Fallout 4, and I think you should experience them by yourself. And like I said, a great mod, and I would recommend it to anyone. And yeah guys, I guess that's about it for this video. I hope I did not miss out any of your favorite ones, and if I did, like I said, let me know in the comments which one of your favorite mods I missed. And yeah guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did, tell me what you think about it in the comments, subscribe for more Fallout 4 content, and I will see you next time.